Hello everyone. In this video or from this video we are going to start up our new chapter, that is molecular basis of inheritance. Till here genetics has already been covered on the other channel, but I have added those playlists in the description. आप description पे जाओ, grade 12 playlist is there, you can click on it and you will find the videos. It's also there on the channel. आप channel this BIEN-NEET is easy now, you go to the channel, you will find that playlist in the home page of the channel, so you can watch the previous videos as well. In this chapter or in this portion, basically we are going to talk about the basic characteristics which a genetic material possess to be called as a material which can be inherited. Fine. So we will be talking about those characteristics which make it possible for them to inherit the characteristics from the parents to the offsprings. Now, which molecules, the molecules which are considered as genetic material would be DNA, even RNA in some of the organisms. But yes, there is a lot of difference between both of them. We will be talking about the differences as well in our upcoming videos. Now, first of all, how do we consider, हम कैसे इस conclusion पे आए that DNA is the genetic material? So there are a few characteristics, characters which are possessed by genetic material or which a genetic material must have. That means some characters which are a must have for a genetic material, and the first and foremost is that it should be stable. The material or the genetic material should be stable. That means it should not have more functional groups attached to it. It should be stable and it should show stable mutations as well. It should be stable. Stable कब होगा? Reactive कब होगा? When it has more functional groups attached to it. It would be stable as and when it will have less functional groups attached to it. Plus, it should give stable mutations. It should be able to show stable mutations. Why stable mutations? Because these mutations lead to variation. We all know that mutations lead to variations and they are further inherited generation after generation. So if it is a stable mutation, that means a favorable mutation, it is going to add in to the evolvement of the organism. So a genetic material should show stable mutations. Second, it should be able to replicate. Very important. What is replication? That means it should be able to divide, or you can say because it has to be like, for example, this is the maybe the one cell. When suppose one cell it divides, divides into two organisms. Now this nucleus has divided. That means the genetic material must have replicated. तभी तो equal number can move, no? If this organism maybe has two chromosomes, so this will also have two and this will also have two. अगर ये divide कर जाएगा तो यहाँ 1-1 होंगे. But 1-1 की जगह there are 2-2. So how come? Because this genetic material has replicated itself. So a genetic material must be able to replicate so that it can lead to cell division and formation of new organisms. So two basic features of a genetic material would be, it should show stable mutations, it should be able to replicate, and plus it should be able to translate. Last character, it should be able to translate whatever function has to be done or function to be performed. Means, for example, we have a genetic material and we have a code, specific code. So that code should be able to translate to form proteins. Fine. So there should be the code should be proper enough so that they can lead to performing whatever function it has to perform. It should be able to perform that function. For example, maybe as we all know, You have done it in grade 11th also. So these are the codons which are present on the genetic material, maybe the DNA. So these are triplet codes. These three codes, these are triplet codes, and these codes, they are responsible for one single protein or appearance of one single protein. So these codes should be able to translate themselves to whatever function they are performing. So these are the three main characteristics of the genetic material, be it RNA or DNA, which should be there in a which gives us an information that okay, fine, this is a genetic material. So we are going to in detail talk about DNA and RNA. In our next video, we will start with this DNA. We will talk about the basic nucleotides of the DNA, what are the components of DNA, and then the structure of DNA in the video in detail. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.